In this video I'm going to talk about taking care of my hair, and I cut my hair myself. I don't use money on going to the hairdresser, and that is because I'm living on retirement money, so I don't want to use up my money for that. If I had more income, I would go to hairdressers to cut my hair. I have to brush my hair twice a day, because if I don't do that, I have this type of hair that is a mix of more robust hair, curly hair, and this almost reminds of uncombable hair. And I also have it's a very dry hair, easily dries up and easily tangles. So if I don't brush my hair twice a day, it ends up with me having to cut off bits of my hair because it's just impossible to comb it out. I use a tangle teaser, and I use this modern one. Don't notice my nails. Of course you will notice them now that I mentioned them, but I am biting nails and I have not fixed my nails. So I use a tangle teaser, and I also have this old version tangle teaser from the 1970s, 1980s that I inherited from my mother. And I wash my hair once a month, about once a month, and that has to do with me just not tolerating washing it. My scalp can't tolerate it, and it also dries out when I wash it, and I do not use money on expensive hair products, things like that. I also don't like to wash my hair because it just exhausts me. I don't have the energy for it. And I'm also not good with heat. I easily overheat in the shower, so that's also a problem. And I am at home anyway, so who cares if I don't wash my hair? I'm not going on any kind of I'm not going to work, so yeah, who cares? I can just not wash my hair. I suffer from hair loss because of stress. So it's thinning, not just because I'm getting older, but also due to just pure stress. And I also have trichotillomania, so hair pulling disorder. And I've had that since I was a child. And the reason for that is that when I concentrate on pulling my hair, I get this sensation in my scalp, and I get this sensation in my fingers when I pull my hair, and that takes away the concentration on pain in my body. So I'm always in pain, and I talked about that in a previous video about this evil cycle or downward spiral with pain. So this is one way chronic pain can turn into this evil cycle. And that is because every time I pull my hair to concentrate on something else than the pain in my body, I of course get more pain in my muscles. So that's part of that evil cycle. But what it also results in is that my hair is thinning, and that causes me shame. And it also results in that, it's painful. If I pull out hair, it's painful. And if it's, when it grows back, it can be itchy. So it is a very problematic disorder. So, yeah. And then I also have graying hair. I used to have this beautiful, my hair used to be really beautiful when I was a child, because I used to have this dark brown hair. And the gray hair is kind of like, I'm 45, so yeah, it will become gray. I kind of have to just tolerate that and live with that. And I think it can be quite cool too with the gray hair. I'm not against the gray hair. But the thinning of the hair, I don't like that. I used to be really fond of my hair. I used to be really proud of my hair. So, but now I just have to live with that. Yeah, it's not what it used to be. So, but that's just it. So, the trichotillomania is difficult to stop, not only because I have chronic pain that I'm trying to divert attention from, but also because I have all these trauma memories. I can start, if I just sit still and meditate, I can start even hallucinating. That's how bad my traumatic memories are. And I also live in a constant trauma. So yeah, if you're abused by other people, it doesn't matter who you are abused by, if it's your parents, or if you are abused by your partner, or if you are abused by the public system. No matter who is abusing you, that will affect you badly. And that is sadly the truth. I will never not be affected by abuse. And no matter how much I go to therapy, how much I go to physiotherapy, how much I go to whatever I do, I will never not look like a person that are abused. I look like a person that are abused. And that's just it. Okay, bye.